guys, it's me, New, and I'm here with EY3ZLOW.
What's up, guys?
A producer from Broward.
Yes.
Yes. So, EY3ZLOW, where did you get this name from?
We're just in the car with my friends one day, and then we were thinking of names, and my friend said it. I was like, alright, cool. I'm just gonna run with it, and that's it.
So, like, growing up, how was your life growing up?
I was born in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Lived there for 9 years, and then I moved to Florida. So, childhood, just playing outside every day. Parents put me in piano classes, stuff like that, and yeah.
So, how you like Broward? Like, how do you like it?
Broward's cool. It's a lot different. It's like more city to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Georgia's more like country to me. Diverse of people from all over the places. It's a pretty cool spot.
Good spot. So, how did you get into music?
Well, my dad used to be in the band, so I used to go with him to the gigs, and then the days of the shows. So I was like underage in like clubs and seeing live music. And then by middle school, I joined band, and I joined band throughout high school, playing the saxophone and electric bass. And then after high school, I went to school for engineering.
Engineering. Oh, so when did you So after high school is when you started producing music?
Yeah. I was producing in high school. That's when I started.
What made you get into it? Like producing music. Like, what made you decide this is what I'm gonna do?
Well, I was a freshman in the school. Like, the upperclassmen was making beats on like the school laptops on GarageBand. And then I told myself I was gonna try it out, and then it was so much fun that I just kept doing it. It started as a hobby first, and then probably my senior year is when I took it serious.
What comes with being a producer?
Late nights. I don't really got a social life like that. I just play basketball and just go to the studio every day. That's like my life right there.
So you have no social life, it's just straight?
I used to go out a lot, but it's just taken away from the music. So I just like focused in on just making beats every day.
So you don't have a job, this is like your...
Right now, this is my only job. I used to work for Finish Line, but I stopped a couple years ago I was like, I'm done with this.
I feel you. So you have like no girlfriend? Like,
I do have a girlfriend, yeah.
Okay. How's that going?
It's going good. We just had like a baby. He's 5 months old.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so now I'm balancing with like family time and the music, so...
Like, is that hard?
Yeah, now it's like even more sleep. Like, I go home around 5 a.m. and cater to him.
What do you want people to know about you as a producer?
Just putting out good music. I want to like heal people with my music, which I kind of do already, low key. But I'm not gonna go into that. You
don't want to go? I was like, tell us like at least like a snippet
just
or
like
something.
It's like frequencies that you can put in the mixes. Something similar to like what X did to his music. Putting certain frequencies in the music, and it just helps people. Yeah.
So you was a fan of X?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Go.
So like do you have any like favorite producers out right now that you look up to, that inspires you in some...
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
Like
producers, artists.
List a couple.
Producers or artists?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Of course, Drake. Drake inspired me a lot. Producers wise, I would say like Kanye, Dr. Dre. Who else? 1500 or Nothing. Smash, Skip. It's a lot of the guys around me right now that really push me, like Joffrey, Nate, like all the locals, like Broward producers, like they kind of push me to even go harder.
So you have a relationship with like most of the Broward producers out here?
Yeah, I think I know a good lump sum.
A good lump sum. Like, have you ever collabed with any of them?
Yeah, I try to collab with everybody. I collab. Yeah, I'm open to collab. Collab with a whole bunch of guys.
So I used to hear stories how people would like have a producer make them a beat and like they run off with the beat and run off, like, don't pay the producer. Have you ever experienced that?
No, I never experienced that. Thank God I didn't. I never had nobody run off the beat before. Most of the time the labels would take care of me. If it's like a local artist, we just like handle like that side of the situation right then and there.
So you say labels. How would the labels go about paying you? And how does that process work?
Well, first you get the placement first, and then once you get the placement, they send you like a song agreement, and then in the song agreement, it says like percentages and like upfront fees, how much you get, and the back end and all that. So make sure you have a lawyer. Have an attorney look over the paperwork before you sign it, and then a couple weeks or months later, the checks drop in your bank account, and there you go.
So with the atmosphere, when you come into the studio, how do you like your atmosphere? Like, how do you start before you because some people they're like candles, they have to be in a certain tone. Like, what about you?
I like lights, like color lights, catching a vibe. I might drink, I might smoke, just catching a vibe. I don't really like too much people in the session because it's like too much things going on. I'd rather have just probably 1-2 person in the session, and like they're probably watching TV while making the beat or playing video games or something like that. Like that's the type of vibe I'm on. Or like even like hookah, like that's a that sets off a good vibe.
So name some artists you have worked with.
Kodak Black, YMW, Quando Rondo, Jeremiah, YFN Lucci, Boosie, a whole bunch of artists.
Like, how was it working with those people?
It was great. Every time I work with a big artist, it's a lot of fun. I never know what to expect, and especially Melly, you never know what to expect from Melly, and I don't know, everything happens organically. It's like it's not forced. Like, we just be chilling, and then we pull up a beat, and then make a song out of nowhere.
So you like stuff being like naturally, nothing forced.
Yeah.
So what are your long-term goals with this, and your short-term goals?
Long-term goals is just to take care of my family, my son, like have enough money for him, so when he grows up, I can help him with like college and like buying a car, like stuff like that. Providing for my family. I did want to be A&R. I'm going to be A&R. I don't know for which label yet, but I'm being A&R. Short-term goals is I want to get as much placements as I can right now before I get a pub deal, and then from there, yeah.
Why do you want to be an A&R? Like, what makes you want to be an A&R?
I think I always find artists that I know has potential, or even artists that are big now, like Summer Walker. Like, I was big on her before she even blew up on her YouTube days, stuff like that. So I feel like I know how to pick the right artists and the right producers, put them in the room, and just make magic. Yeah.
So have you got a plaque before for one of your music?
Yes, I do have a plaque for YMW Melly Mixed Personality, which went platinum. I mixed that one, and for Blue Balenciagas for YMW Melly, that just went gold. So I might go platinum too. So
that's good.
I'm still waiting for it to come in. So
I'm
not in a rush though.
When you got them, how did you feel?
I was so excited. I was in Portland actually, just checking my IG, and then I was like, damn, you went platinum. I was like, damn, let me go get a bottle, and just pop the bottle after playing basketball, and I was really grateful and blessed.
Did they send you like the plaque, the whole with the disc?
Oh, not yet. That's coming in the mail. When I found out, it was just like RIAA certified. So it was just all over IG, and I was like going crazy.
What other challenges do you face?
Beat blocks. I do have beat blocks. When I do have beat blocks, I just try to go outside or like go out with friends, have a good time, and then just come back to it. I don't really like forcing music when it's not there. Or sometimes I just go on YouTube and watch like videos and get inspired, and then just come back to making beats. That's one of the obstacles, and time. I never have enough time to do what I want. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, it's fun.
Like, are you active on social media?
I try to be. I'm not a really big social media person, but I try to be active.
You try to be active. With the whole, there's a whole debate going on with social media, how they say, like, you know, social media have like a negative, positive impact on the mind. Like, what's your opinion on that?
It's good and bad. You can use it for good or bad. But for the music industry, it's a good thing. I mean, it's free promo for artists or producers, and networking. You can actually DM somebody, and if they respond back, you just make a connection right there.
So like, you feel like there's no negative to it?
Negative things are like the BS that you putting up on IG that like make no sense. Like that Popeye, like that Popeye chicken was going crazy. Like, just like stuff that's non-irrelevant that doesn't really matter.
How do you deal with negativity?
Negativity? I don't got time for it. If I know you like BSing, like I'm an Aries, so I can kind of tell if you're like serious about it or not. I just brush it off and just.
So like with the haters, nobody ever hate on you? You ever like, experience any of that?
No, not really. I mean, I don't really have negativity around me that much. I keep my circle like with everybody I know. Everybody's cool with each other. Good vibes.
How do you remain positive when, like, if stuff is going bad? How do you remain positive?
First, sound crazy, but I actually meditate. So if I know like shit's going crazy, I just sit down and like by myself and just relax and like, or I just write it all out, like just free my mind, and then once I get it out on paper, I just like forget about it.
Tell us some key points in creating beats.
Melodies are key. Melody like talks to a person. Anybody can do drums, like that's easy. I think the hardest part is doing melodies and having melodies that sound good and that can like resonate with everybody. And once you have the melody down, it doesn't even matter what kind of drums really you put on it. It's gonna go. So I say doing melodies. It's key. Mixing, having your beat sounding like radio ready when it's done, because you want to go to an artist, play them a beat and be like, it's not mixed yet. Like, they don't want to hear that. So just make sure like it's ready to go when you play the beat for them.
So what do you use? Like, what software do you use?
I'm on FL Studio, FL Gang, and I'm recording. I'm on Pro Tools, but that's like standard. But for making beats, I'm on FL Studio.
Do you like use the instruments, or is like the keyboard itself is what you use?
I use a MIDI keyboard, but lately I've just been clicking and drawing everything in, because I have like a little bit of music theory, so it's kind of like I can just clicking notes and have it sound. It's like having a piano player, but just with a mouse.
Do you feel like people need school to become a producer?
No, you do not need school for it. You do not need school for anything. You got YouTube University right there that can teach you anything you want to learn. You can just type anything in. I feel like, to me, I think school is a scam. Like college, like everything's a scam. They're trying to box you in, and then have debt from taking out loans and stuff. You don't really need school. You can do everything yourself, and like you can be in the studio with big producers and stuff and learn from them. You don't need school. Like I'd rather go that route than go to school and learn from people that's actually are doing something in music and learning from them.
So when you went to school for engineering, like, did you complete it?
Yeah, I completed it. I did because my parents. I have Asian parents, so.
Oh, so you're Asian?
Yeah, I'm Asian, so my parents, they're big on that, so I had to finish for them.
So are you in debt?
I'm paying it off with the music, but yeah, because I first went to Full Sail University, and if you guys don't know, that's in Orlando, and it's a pretty big school for like film and like music and all that, but it's a private school and they tax, and there's no dorms on school, so you got to go out, get an apartment. It's like it's too much.
So much. Was this not worth it?
No,
No.
no. If I would have gone back, I'd just intern at a studio.
Like, what is some advice would you give somebody that want to become a producer?
Just to be consistent. I'll say, make beats every day. Like, yeah, it's easier said than done. Like making beats every day. It's hard to make beats every day. Be consistent. Know what you're doing. Have your own sound, and build relationships. That's the biggest thing, because you can have all the fire beats in the world, but you can't get it out to nobody. It's like no point. So like get in those big studios. Like meet artists, A&Rs, managers, and it'll come a long way.
So like you said, getting those big studios.
Mm-hmm.
What other than like Dollars and Deals? What else studio have you been into?
In South Florida, like just go to the biggest studios like Circa House. I used to intern at Circa House before like I met Kodak. I was interning at Circa House. Hit Factory is another big studios. There's a lot of big studios down here because there's so much artists down here. Just research the biggest studios in your city, town, state, and just hit up studios. Be an intern. Like, it's worth it. A lot of people don't like being an intern and like doing all the dirty work, but it comes a long way.
When people need beats from you, how do they reach you?
Usually they DM me. I'll send them to my website, which I've got like a couple beats on there. But if they're really interested, I'll send them like a beat pack, or we set up like a listening session and we just pull up and I'll just play in beats and they get to choose from the catalog. I'd rather do it that way because I get to vibe with them and see what they want and build a relationship. It's kind of easier that way.
So do you have anything like you want to say? Any last words? Anything coming up that you're like excited for? You want people to know about?
Be on the lookout for Melly's new album. I'm actually mixing that currently. He's dropping the album. I have a couple placements coming out. I don't want to say the names because I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. So yeah, I got a couple tracks coming out with artists. Yeah.
How's your relationship with Melly?
I met Melly his first day out. And we actually went here to recorded like Mama Cry, Melly Menace, and then the second day we recorded Blue Balenciagas. And ever since then, most of his music came from here, from this room. So I'm really close to him and his manager. Really cool people.
Let people know where can they find you, your social media.
EY3ZLOWBEATZ, EY3ZLOWBEATZ. Same thing for Twitter and IG.
Balenciagas, I caught her out, now I got blood on blue Balenciagas. Up that 40, let that pistol sing a melody. Fuck all of that talking, we can go to war. Need a brain marinating on the boulevard. I got something that'll put you out your misery. 7.62, 5.56, 223. With that K, broad day, we hop out of spray. Young nigga way until my dying day. You ain't bout that action, boy, let's not pretend.